Hi everybody, it's Miss Val from the North Brunswick Public Library, and welcome to Crafty Kids. I'm going to show you guys how to make this very cool looking paper star, but I promise it's a lot easier than it looks. It just takes a little bit of time. So, you are going to need only a few items for this craft. You're going to need a piece of paper. The best kind of paper to use is going to be scrapbook paper that has a pattern on one side, blank on the other, and is 12 inches by 12 inches, a perfect square. Now you don't have to use scrapbook paper. If you have different paper at home already that you would rather use, or patterned on both sides, whatever you'd like, it just has to be even on all sides, a perfect square. You are also going to need some glue, a pair of scissors, and it's optional whether or not you need a ruler and some string. The string will be if you want to hang up the finished product somewhere in your house. So you'll just glue it on. That'll be your last step. I didn't bring any string. I don't think I'm going to hang mine up, but you could, and it would look really neat. So, like I said, it's pretty simple. It just takes a little bit of time. The very first thing you're going to do, I've already done to my first piece of paper, is fold it right along perfectly down the middle. And you're going to unfold it and do the exact same thing in the other direction. Like this. So we have a big plus sign in the middle of our paper. Then we're going to do the same thing again, going going the other way to make a big triangle. Let me show you. Like this. And then one more time, going that final direction. One more big triangle. And you're going to want to do the exact same thing to both of your pieces of paper. So now we have a very large overlapping X's. I've already done the same thing to my second piece of paper. The next step, I've also already done to my second piece of paper. You're going to mark, can you see that? Yep, just barely. You're going to mark where you cut. So it's going to be along the rectangular folds that we made. Not the triangles, the rectangles. If you have a ruler, the measurement should be 2.5 inches. If you don't have a ruler, or if you cut your own piece of paper, halfway. So we'll take it out and we will measure 2.5 inches. And that is how long we want to cut our pieces. All right, so here we go. I've got 2 pieces of paper with all of my folds and all of my pencil marks. And then we cut. Easy. You only cut where you made your pencil marks, just along the rectangular lines that we folded and just about halfway down your paper. Yeah. So we have a cut on each of our sides. Then we are going to fold our paper into triangles. Let me show you. It's going to look like this. The folds where we cut go inwards right along the crease from earlier. We want to do that on all the sides. So, once you've done that, it should look like this on one end and like this on the other. So if you unfold it, it looks like our square piece of paper again. Now this is the part that takes a long time, and that is gluing each of the pieces. We want to make these flaps become 3D. So we glue one of these sides, we cover it entirely. We attach the other flap onto it, and then we have a pointy 3D triangle. So let's go through and do that, all right? You want the seams to line up so that there's nothing sticking out over the edges. And you want to hold it down for a few seconds. Maybe squish it between your hands or against a table to get it to really stick. So that crease we made earlier, the diagonal creases to make the triangle shape, will naturally pop upwards to give it a 3D shape. We're going to do that all the way around, exact same thing. You ready? And you want to make sure that the X in the middle is nice and pointy, so you might have to bend your paper a bit. There we go. To get a nice shape going. All right, let's keep going. And look at that. By the end, you should have a nice pyramid shape in the middle, 4 pointy edges, all of your insides lined up nicely. This is what we should have. And then we do exactly the same thing to our second piece of paper. So let's go. Okay, one more time. Your folded part should look like this, with each of your ends folded in to make a bunch of triangles. And then we glue. Okay, so at the end of all of that folding and gluing, you should have 2 funky looking stars that are exactly the same. This one isn't folding quite right. There we go. That's better. The very last step is going to be to glue the 2 together. This is a little bit tricky because you can see that they don't lay exactly flat. There's a gap between them. So the part that you want to glue is the part where the 2 pages meet. A little bit higher up on your star, about here, not down at the bottom, but about here. So you're going to glue it down, hold it together for a few minutes, just so that it won't come apart as soon as you let go of it. And at the end, you will have something like this. Like I said earlier, you can just glue or tape some string, hang it from your ceiling, hang it outside, whatever you like. This is a pretty fun one, huh? I hope I'll see you guys next time. Make sure to subscribe to the YouTube page, like the Facebook page, all that fun social media stuff. And show me what you make at home, okay? I really want to see what cool stuff you come up with. Have a good one. Bye. Thanks for joining us.